To make arroz blanco, all you need are 3 ingredients, which is, of course, your rice. Remember what I said with my arroz gandules? I use medium grain rice to make all my different kind of rice. Another thing is your oil, of course, and salt for seasoning. This is my caldero. And today what I'm actually using is 1 cup and 3/4 of rice. And the rule of thumb, like I said before in my video for arroz con gandules, the rule of thumb is that for every cup of rice, you want 1 cup of water. So if I'm going to be using 1 cup and 3/4 cups of rice, I'm going to add a little bit more. So for this, I'm actually going to be adding 2 cups of water. So let's get started on making the rice. So as you can see, I already got the stove getting ready to heat up my caldero. And I'm going to start pouring my oil in there. Again, like I said before, you can use any kind of oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, olive oil, whichever one you use, it's fine to use. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour in here, and what you want to do is coat the bottom of your pot. Now as that's heating up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the rice. Now that your oil is heated, and it took roughly about a minute to warm up, you want to pour your rice in there. And what I do, everybody does their rice different. This is the way I do it. So I kind of like coat all the oil with the rice. And as that's actually sitting there, I'm going to grab my 2 cups of water. So I'm going to start pouring the 2 cups of water. Stir the rice in there. And then what you do is just add your salt to your taste. Let's go ahead, add our salt. Sprinkle in there and mix it in nicely. I'm going to actually let that come to a boil. And then once it comes to a boil, we're going to lower the flame and then cover it up. And what's nice about white rice, you pretty much leave it alone and it cooks by itself. So the rice has been cooking for a good roughly 25 minutes. As you can see, it's pretty much already done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, mix it in properly. Watch out. And remember, you don't want to scrape the bottom of your pot because that's what we get the pig out. That's actually the best part of the rice. Whether you make red or white, it's the best part. So now that that's done, I'm just going to cover it up, leave it covered. And you can either keep the flame on low or you can turn it off. I'm going to leave it on low, that way you can get the crunchy part can get really nice and crunchy. So we'll leave it on low. But if you want to serve, by all means, go ahead, serve. Your rice is already done.